rainbow. It's so, or rainbow or whatever. So I did my eye makeup. Hold on. This is a more her style hair. I did my hair inspired by Tails. So I love Tails. Tails is great. Miles Prower's probably my favorite, or one of, definitely my top 10 favorite voices. Anyway, um, so my stalker's being stalky again. Hacked our video call again with more threats as usual. This is not fun. I'm trying to get a protective order, but there's some things that are time sensitive, so I have to wait. But I can't wait because that kind of thing is like I literally can't sleep. Anyway, I'll sing one of my songs. Wake up in the morning, go to work. After work you come home and eat dinner. Then you go to bed, wake up, do the same thing again. But why do we have to live like this? Saturdays and Sundays are most fun. Nobody likes Mondays, but the rest of the week's okay. And I'm mostly living for the weekend. But why do we have to live like this? Why do we have to live like this? Oh, life, take me for a ride. Life, do something different this time. Life, I want some fun. Where's the solution? Where's the solution? Life. Oh, why? Life. Oh, why? I want to see the world, want to hang with my girls, want to go to parties, I just want to feel free. Oh, I want so much more than this provincial life. Oh, why? Why? Life, life, please take me for a ride. And that's the end of life. It's all caps with an exclamation point. I wanted to do my new, I have 2 new songs that I'm working on, but I don't want them to get stolen, so. There's also the choreography for Elevate. Love it, we elevate. Oh no, it goes, we elevate. Yeah, that's how it goes. But it needs 8 people to do this dance, and I need to do it with dudes, because girls just ain't strong, y'all. We just, stereotypically. I was born a woman. I think there was one time that I was on stage with a pad, and because my voice is just naturally deep, people thought I had penis. And I was like, nah, guys, this is my pad acting up. That's why I prefer tampons. I was like, this is just the worst thing ever. Because I knew what was happening, and I was like, I just got to keep performing because I'm on stage and I got to keep performing. But I'm a cisgendered woman. I just found out that my enemy made a few of my friends trans, and I'm like, that is so immensely evil. Just because, like, she felt like it, she broke into their house and did surgery on them while they were asleep. I I can't fathom that. Like, that's there's literally nothing good about these people. They're triplets, and they try and act nice. They're two faces. That's one thing. Like in Miraculous, I like Chloe a lot more than Lila because, excuse me, at least Chloe is honest about who she is and everyone knows. But Lila is a two face, and like everyone, she made everyone hate on Marinette. I do love voicing her though. No, but and Tiki, Lila, Tiki, and like all the Kwamis. But um, I can't remember what pen name I went by. I think I don't understand how pen names work. Cause there was, I saw this one pen name that I went under, but then like when I was doing anime, but then when I sing, I'm like I don't know, I just kept changing it, and I didn't know what I was doing. I also have DID. I diagnosed myself with DID because the doctors have no idea what they're doing. Well, it's not that they have no idea what they're doing. It's just that every time I would see the doctor, I would send one of my personalities to see him. And for so long, I didn't even realize that was what I was doing, but it is what I was doing. So between me having DID, which is disp, I can't remember. You can look it up, but it's basically multi personality disorder. Um, that video I made called "In My Head" was literally what helped me to realize it because I had a friend who had DID and he got it taken care of, but I never did. So I would love to get that taken care of. And ew, you know what else my stalker did? When I was asleep, she illegally married me. I'm pretty sure because she joked about it, but she doesn't tend to lie about those types of things. So that's why I can't control anything that my money is into. So now I have to divorce my stalker on paper. And also, I have a clone out there, so Lord knows what she's having my clone do. And yeah, I know clones aren't legal, shouldn't be around or whatever, but I know what I saw and I remember how it happened. Because I was like half asleep and I was in my own house rummaging through my stuff. And I was just so surprised because I was like, this is the weirdest dream ever. Um, yeah, it was me, two of my stalkers, and then my clone just, they had me like tied up and they sent out my clone to do some stuff and make me look bad. It was the weirdest thing. But yeah, I wish my parents had security. We finally have security on the house. But I'm like, we should have had security when I first started on the internet. Like I asked them to, but they're like, oh no, it's not a big deal. You're not going to be famous. This doesn't matter. And I kept saying, it doesn't matter how famous you are. It only takes one stalker to ruin everything. And of course, I was right. I'm always right. Fun fact, God has, you know what God has never called me? He has never called me Sophia. He only calls me, he only calls me Jesus. Isn't that weird? People be thinking I'm tripping, but Nah, I think that girl and her triplets are Satan, and I have to like stop them. Because I've always had like this hero complex thing. Because when I was a kid, I said, God, I want to be like the best hero ever and save the world. And he was like, okay, Jesus. And I was like, what? But now he told me I have to marry a Jewish guy. Because, like, to go back into the family or something. Uh, if I could marry a Jewish guy, it'd probably be Ben Schwartz. Because I don't know, I like him. He's cool. Definitely my type. I don't know. I think the first crush I had was Matt Bennett. Like as like an adult person, not just like someone I liked at school. When I was under the stage name of Ariana Grande, whatever. But yeah, I was so unhealthy back then that people couldn't even tell I was black. I was like, why is everyone talking about cultural appropriation when Ariana Grande is black? But I'm like, oh, I guess I never said that. I never made that clear. But yeah, I was fighting anorexia from a bad habit from like K-pop stuff, and I was just not healthy. So this is what I normally look like, what I should look like. Because I was dealing with anorexia when I was Bloom as well, and Nami, so that's why I was so pale. I'm kind of like a chameleon, though. A chameleon, a chameleon, a chameleon, chameleon, chameleon. You want to hear me do a bunch of Sonic voices? Well, I can't. Hold on. What's my impression of? My Amy impression actually won me the job, so that was really freaking awesome. Hi, I'm Amy. Hi, I'm Amy. Hi, I'm Amy. Um. Chia! Yeah, that was basically just Sakura. I was like, my whole Amy voice was just Sakura Haruno, but just as a hedgehog. um, Sonic, Sonic, Sonic. Hi, I'm Tails, and I do math and stuff. Never mind. um. I cannot wait until that movie comes out. Like I want to see Sonic 4 with Amy the Hedgehog and Silver. I want to see One Piece live action. I want to see Avatar live action. I'm working on Fate the Winx Saga, writing the next one, and I want CL to be Roxy if I could. Roxy and Tekna are going to be changelings of each other. If you watch this show, then you learn what a changeling is. But I think I was Musa, Bloom, and Flora. That's why my name Rainbow was the first thing there, because I did a lot. um, Lee Che Rin. Because I have this whole thing about in Fate the Winx Saga that I wanted to make inclusivity for plus size women, and I would just let CL be whatever healthy weight she feels like being. Um, Maybe she could even date Tara. I don't know. Like the character Roxy. I mean, but I have like a whole plan, and I started writing the script for it. Um, there's also Marvel's Doomsday that my brother gave me a great idea for because I was really stumped about that. Um, I was gonna ask him if he could really like help out because I was just like so worn out, and I don't want the movie to be bad. Um, I'm not even gonna say what he said because that would be like infringement on his ideas. But it was a really really good idea. Um, and I really want Beck to be Trafalgar Law in One Piece because I always wanted Beck to be Trafalgar Law in One Piece, but I don't know how busy he is. His name isn't Beck, dagnabbit. His name is Abenogia, but or is that how you pronounce it? I just always call him Beck because he's Beck to me. Beck to the future. It's like, no, I'm kidding. Oh my gosh. I should probably end this video. Um, Ooh, that's a pretty band-aid. Look at this. That's sexy. You can't tell me that's not sexy. These are cute. Do I need a band-aid right now? Nah, I kind of wish I did though. Interesting. Muy interesante. But yeah, I was traumatized so badly that I forgot my that I knew like 8 languages. Apparently I know what's the order that I learned it cuz well, English obviously. Then when I was a trainee, I learned Japanese and Mandarin or Cantonese. It's just Chinese. Uh then for Winx Club, I learned um Italian. Then back at school, I learned French and Japanese. And then I learned Russian for a role in Thunderbolts. Because there was a character that they let me write a manga in Marvel, and I base her off my cousin who is a natural blue-eyed blonde black woman, and the caveat was that I would get to play her when it was live action, and I don't know. Do y'all like Yelena? Mm. I went by a fake name to stay away from my stalker. Um, just like with Emily Rudd, but I probably could have just used the same pen name. I just ended up writing a bunch of fake names because my stalker kept finding me. So sorry. Um, I'm shivering. But in live action, I like being Yelena, Musa, and Nami. And in animation, I like being Mao Mao, Tails, and Tiki. Those are probably my favorite characters. Well, of course, Daphne. Well, I guess I go by Gray, but I don't. I don't try and think much of it. I don't know why I made up this whole thing about having like a family with. I made up like. Well, I do know why because I wanted to show people that single moms could do stuff, but I'm not actually a single mom. I would get nervous and then I would lie and tell a story about people that don't exist. Or maybe they do exist. I don't know. I can't remember. I wonder when we're going to start filming the next Henry Danger series for that's like more like um, adult, like why was I going to say fairy tale? What's it called? Carly. I was thinking about fairy tale because oh yeah, um, Lucy. Lucy is my other favorite. Oh, and there's a new show called Superbook, and I like voicing, well, pretty much like everybody, but like the little sister. Uh, it's a show about going through Bible stories. It's basically Wits End. What's Wits End is called Adventures in Odyssey meets Dragon Tales. Is pretty much how I would describe it. So please watch that so we can get a season 2. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna leave now. I'm gonna like watch some like fairy tale or Sonic or something. I was also thinking of doing a revival of Teen Titans and a revival of Ninja Turtles, but adding Lisa to Ninja Turtles. Because fun fact, there's actually 5 Ninja Turtles. If you go, there's an episode in Power Rangers where they show the girl Ninja Turtle, but they don't usually show her. So yeah. Anyway, out.